Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for December 2021. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in December of 2021 and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, some months your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check that out. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck in these readings. All that being said, Scorpio, now on to your December 2021 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Scorpio, is the Death card. So this card symbolizes transformation. Something is ending so something new can begin. I feel that, Scorpio, you've had to go through some issues lately, or maybe in the month of December, where you feel like some people had your back. You thought they had your back, but they were a disappointment to you in some way or let you down. You may have also had pinned some hopes, wishes, and dreams on something that you thought was going to manifest or materialize or come to fruition for you, and you're dealing with the disappointment that maybe that didn't happen for you when you thought it would, or how you thought it would. And I feel that some of you are going to feel like you have to let go of some people in your social circle or in your life that maybe have made you feel like bogged down. They may have bogged you down with their own personal issues. They may bogged you down like as dead weight in some way, like dragging you down. Maybe they've been too depressed, or they have, addiction problems that they can't get past, and like your association or affiliation or dealings with them or friendships with them is causing you to bring you down or affecting your energy. You may also have come to realize that some people were gossiping about you or saying things negatively about you. And some of the things that people you may hear were saying may not have been true. And this could have happened in some kind of club you belong to, group, organization, foundation, could have been coworkers. But I feel like it was like within some kind of group, or maybe it was some group that you were in, like Mommy and Me group, or, taking some group that you were involved with your kids in some way. There could also be some people that you may feel concerned about being affiliated with or associated with, because how it may affect your reputation or standing. There could be maybe somebody did something that, doesn't look good out into the world, and you're like, man, I don't want to be affiliated with them because it's going to cast a shadow on me. You may be feeling that way about like some group you belong to, or a club, a group, an organization, or an individual. And you may feel like, I gotta distance myself from this group, or this club, or this person, or this family. There could be because I feel like you're dealing with some turbulence or fallout from what I've described here. It's affecting you. And you may feel like, I want to set my sights higher on something. These are things that have felt like they've dragged you down or held you back. Now, I just want to say here, you know, this is the time of year we're going to go into the new year in January 2022. So if you're interested in getting my psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2022 using the year ahead tarot layout, which is 14 cards in total, that link is posted down below in the description box in the Show More section, and it will take you to those video series on Vimeo. You can also go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, and if you go to my videos page, those all the video series I record for Vimeo, they're all there, and the links are there, and you can read the description of what cards I used or what I'm doing in the readings, how long they go out for. You click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. So your second card you have in your reading is the Six of Swords, and this is moving from troubled shores to better shores. This could be literally moving your residence. You could have a new commute for work. This could also indicate long distance travel. There's some place you want to get out of that you don't want to be anymore, Scorpio. I don't know whether it's the neighborhood you're living in, or the apartment complex or condo place you're living in, or townhome area you're living in, or the state or the city, but there's some place you want to get out of. There's something that you may feel like it's too burdensome or too oppressive where you are. Maybe it's the way people behave and believe. Maybe it's your job. You know, someplace where you feel oppressive. This may be very well linked to your death card. These two cards sound like they're going hand in hand with each other, which in my readings, sometimes they are linked together and sometimes they're just all separate messages. But your Six of Swords and death card feel linked here. I do feel that you are going to be getting yourself like motivated and amped up to like investigate like what's out there. So you may start house hunting, job hunting. It's like, I feel for Scorpio, they want to feel more solid about something. They want to feel more solid. So if you don't feel like where you live, if you don't feel solid about where you're living, you're going to want to leave. If you don't feel solid about the job you have, you want to leave. Even if you own your own business, maybe you don't like the neighborhood your business is in anymore. Maybe you don't feel solid about it and you want to leave. Even if you have a business on a website, maybe you're going to want to leave who's ever hosting that website and go get a new web hoster. I don't know, but wanting to leave someplace you don't feel solid about or that feels oppressive to you in some way is coming up here. And I feel like you're doing the checking it out now. In December, you may have started it in November, or you're doing it now in December, and you're going to do it in January for sure. I get like that kind of time frame. And you may even be asking yourself, I don't know what I waited so long for. Why is it taking me so long to do this? Because I don't feel like this is some new situation that's just arisen for you. Probably the eclipse in the full moon partial lunar eclipse in Taurus in November is what's causing this to happen. Or it could even be the energies from the solar eclipse in December in Sagittarius that's causing this. But I feel like it's one of the eclipses that is making this drive up in you to make this move now, to make this decision. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of things where you have to like sort out what you need to do to get to this move, to get to this change that you're going to make, this new move. I feel you've pondered about it for a long time, and you maybe have procrastinated about it for a while also. So the next card you have in the reading is the Hanged Man. And this is being in limbo, not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation. And you have to draw very strongly from your own psychic ability and your own intuition when at the time the hangman shows up. You may feel like you're worried about, you may be very fixed in your ideas. And because you've been fixed for so long about this, you may feel like, uh-oh, maybe I need to wait. You may feel like there's too many loose ends that you need to tie up, and having more things solid or nailed down before you make this big change, this big move, this big decision. I feel like you're doing like pros and cons lists. You're weighing a lot of options here. You're thinking, you're writing the pros to do it. You're writing the cons to do it. I wouldn't be surprised if you're spending a lot of time on the computer looking up like about the school systems or the demographics or the population numbers or whatever, the political, what the area is like politically speaking as well. Because I feel like the only thing that's keeping you in limbo about this decision is that you need more facts. You feel like you need more info, more facts and figures. You may be a little bit concerned about money, if you have enough money to make this kind of shift, change, or move. Even though if you have a place to sell, you may still be worried about, well, there's expenses with moving. If you have to hire movers and, or if you need to fix things up at the place where you're in so you can move, things that need to be repaired or redone before you can sell the place, and, paying for appraisals and movers and all of that. It costs money, and, you may be concerned about whether whether you have the funds or whether you're going to want to spend that kind of money on those things, because that's all going to be part of the move that you're going to make. You may be also saying to yourself, I can't be so particular about things. I'm causing myself too much stress. So you may be a perfectionist, or you may be just very, very particular. And because of that, you could be stressing yourself out in some way here. You may be also worried about making some big changes because you may feel like the changes are too big. Like it may feel like too life-altering or too drastic for you. And so that's putting you in a limbo state, whether you want to do it or not. You may also be concerned about family, because maybe your family is close by where you are now. And if you make some kind of big move or big change or big decision, it may impact how you're going to deal with your family. And maybe you're close to your family and you need to feel the need to or want to be near them for a variety of reasons. And so, maybe this shift or change or decision you're going to make is going to affect how often you can spend time with your family, or maybe you help out with somebody, or maybe a family member helps you. And if you make some kind of big shift or move or change like this, you're not going to be able to get that kind of assistance that you would have been able to have if you stayed put. I feel like you're getting unsettled by too much worry. I feel like you're worrying too much, and you may even be experiencing dreams, not necessarily bad dreams, but dreams that leave you leave you unsettled when you wake up. And it could be because of all this stuff that's going on here. The next card you have in your reading is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is new love relationship, or a rebirth and a reigniting of an existing love relationship. Could also be universal love. I do feel like you are going to feel an abundance of love for everyone. And I do feel that you are going to make this big change or big decision, and it's going to lift a lot of this worry and burden and uncertainty off of you. And it will be a very good decision for you to make, because then you're going to be real happy. You're going to be real uplifted. If you're single and you make some big decision or big move, you're going to meet a new love partner for you if you're single. If you're married or seriously coupled, I feel that some of you may have a child. You may have a child. Because some of you, it's like bringing new life into the world. And if it's not you, it could be somebody that, one of your kids or somebody you're very connected to or close to. If you're coupled, I hate to say this is terrible, but if you're coupled, you could start and you're not happy with that relationship. You might even start an affair. You could possibly have an affair. But some of you are going to have new love that's going to happen for you. And I feel it's going to be serious, because I get you making a pact and a commitment to them. So you could get married, or you could live together like you're married. So I feel like if you are somebody that new love comes into your life, it's not, even if it starts out as an affair, it ends up being serious. But if you're already coupled, like I said, some of you could be bringing in new life, because I get new life coming in. A child could be born. Also, don't be surprised. Somebody in your family or a love partner could give you like a tremendously loving and amazing gift in December that could have great value or great sentiment or mean a lot to you. That is also being mentioned here by my spirit guides. So your last card of the reading is the Devil. And this is being trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship, being trapped and bound to an unhealthy situation. It could be addicted to something, anything, drugs, alcohol, sex, pornography, spending money, gambling, smoking, anything. You could be addicted to anything, food. It could be somebody you're connected to has an addiction. Some of you could be putting yourself into a position where you could have a lot of things come at you that could feel like they're of a negative nature. Like, say if you wanted to run for a political office. Well, you could have a lot of people that would be for you, but you could have a lot of people that would be against you. Or at your job, like you could get a promotion and then be made a supervisor or a manager or something like that. And you could have a lot of people be negative or against you for you being the manager and the supervisor and like the enforcer of rules and regulations. You could find out that, you're dealing with a lot of negative energy could come at you because of that. Some of you have a devil on your shoulder that is playing with your mind and making you torn about what I've already discussed here, about moving, making a big move or a big change. And it's like you're being torn in two by it. Like, it's like the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. This is why you shouldn't do it. This is what bad could happen. This is blah, 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 blah. And then the angel on your shoulder on the other side is saying, but you could have, better neighborhood or better neighbors or new friends or new social groups or situations and an easier commute to your job and this and that. So it's like it could be like the devil is like trying to mess up what you've got figured out here in the Six of Swords or in the Ace of Cups. Some of you could have the issue that if you get involved with a new love, your family or friends may not like them or approve of the relationship. That could be what's coming up for some of you. Some of you could be totally not happy with some situation that's going on in your life, and it's the undercurrent of something that's bothering you also. There could be somebody very specific in your life that you want to avoid and steer clear from because you feel like their energy is too toxic, caustic, and negative. So this Devil card could even represent somebody that it could be somebody you're married to, could be a best friend to you, could be a close family member that you have to deal with all the time, that could be a disruptive and negative energy force for you. Could even be a boss. I don't know. That is, you have the most, that's a complex card here in your reading. Complex card. Because really, I feel you have some really good points in this reading, but that Devil card is like an undercurrent that almost wants to cause disruption to the good things that showed up here. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Scorpio for the month of December 2021 is rose quartz. And rose quartz brings loving vibes. It purifies and opens the heart to promote love, self-love, friendship, deep inner healing, and peace. It brings calming energy, and it's a great stone to use and comfort you in times of grief. It dispels negativity and protects against environmental pollution. So, considering love came up in your reading here with the Ace of Cups, this looks like a good gemstone crystal for you for the month of December 2021. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. Thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. If you like this video, please click like and share it with those with whom you may feel would benefit from my psychic readings. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, and please make sure you're still subscribed because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes my subscribers, and click that notification bell so you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. If you're interested in getting any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I use a variety of divination tools and look into very specific topics for each sign of the zodiac, you can get those videos by going down below this video series. In the description box, I have all the most recent videos I've recorded for Vimeo linked down below. Or you can go to my website, theluckymermaid.com, and go to the videos page on my website, and there you will see all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and then you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want underneath that video heading, and it will take you right to Vimeo. Some of the most recent video series I've recorded are, of course, my psychic crystal readings that I do every month for each sign of the zodiac. So if you want your December psychic crystal reading, just click on that link down below and you can access that video. Also, my psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2022 using the year ahead tarot spread, which has 14 cards in it. If you're interested in seeing what's going to happen for you in 2022, I highly recommend you check out that video series. Also, my full moon partial lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 2021 psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. You got affected by that eclipse big time, just like everyone else. And if you want to see what those effects will be for the next 6 months, and they even can go out up to a year, you might want to check that video series out. I also use the same exact format for the new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius, December 2021, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Those effects will last 6 months or up to a year, so you might want to check that out and see how that big solar eclipse has affected you and will be affecting you. My Uranus retrograde in Taurus psychic tarot readings. It has 4 cards in those readings. It's the challenges, the changes, the blessings and the outcomes will be in those readings from how Uranus retrograde in Taurus is affecting you. And those predictions go out until the end of January of 2022. My Saturn in Aquarius, psychic tarot and crystal readings, those predictions go out for 3 years until March of 2023. My angels, ancestors, and ascended masters, psychic oracle card readings for these changing times. Many people have really had some great feedback, given me great feedback about those angel and ancestors readings. So if you're not somebody that likes oracle cards, because I tend to resonate with tarot more myself, but I'm often very surprised by what messages come up from the angels and the spirit guides when I use the angel cards. So you might want to check that out. The Horseshoe Psychic Tarot Spread Tarot Readings has 7 cards in it. Past influences, present influences, hidden influences, obstacles, outside influences, suggestions, and outcomes are in those readings. So if you haven't checked out the 7-card Horseshoe Psychic Tarot Spread, you might want to check those out for your sign. Also, my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings, those predictions go out 12 to 18 months, and I believe they go out until November of 2023. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides that you're not going to see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use a variety of divination tools, but usually tarot, sometimes my crystal, and sometimes oracle cards. And I'll give you psychic predictions and messages from my guides for whatever time frame comes up. And there's 5 paragraphs there. I use up the whole entire amount I can use on Instagram to write it out. Guarantee you there's some message that will resonate with you, or maybe the whole entire messages and predictions will resonate with you. So I hope you decide to go to my social media pages and check that out. I also have a donations link, which is down below all the different video series I've mentioned, and that is connected to PayPal. And I want to say thank you so much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does help support the psychic readings I do here and keep this channel going. It does help a lot, and it does mean a lot. So thank you so very much for that. So I hope all of you have an absolutely amazing December of 2021, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.